Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are doing the continuation of our first real PokéRogue run. I am so excited. Today we're going to be doing, hopefully, all of the Elite Four. We're going to be doing the Champion, and then our last rival fight of the run, and then moving on to the very last wave, which is wave 200. Now there's a lot of things that have to go right in this run in order for us to win it all, so let's get right into it and see what happens. Okay, it looks like we have our first battle against Aaron of the Elite Four, which means we're fighting the Sinnoh Elite Four. This is a lot of bugs. I've never actually fought the Sinnoh Elite Four before, but I'm pretty sure it's just a bunch of bugs. And maybe something a little weird. Let's get up our rocks. Okay, this is Scizor. Expecting the steel type move, let's go for the spiky shield. Yeah, we get to catch the steel wing. But what do we do for Scizor? I mean, I guess we have Palma and Tauros. We can go into Tauros, and steel wing still hurts a lot, probably because of Technician. But Raging Bull will at least do neutral damage, but we see Venomoth come back in. At least when everything switches out, we currently have it taking Stealth Rock's damage. We can go for Zen Headbutt with Tauros, and I feel like this would KO. Okay, good. Okay, now with Vespiquen on the field, I think we're gonna go into Glimmora again. And this will force it out. And we can afford to go for Power Gem on whatever comes in. Scizor again. We're gonna make Scizor take the spiky shield damage. Send out Tauros, get down our Intimidate, and let's Raging Bull whatever comes in. It's a Terrabug Drapion. Headbutt probably 2-Kos, so I'm gonna go for the Headbutt. Okay, Headbutt does not 2-Ko. It actually has more health now than when we started the turn. I think it's really crucial here how we position Glimmora. Now Glimmora has up a set of Toxic Spikes. And we pressure out the Drapion. Power Gem, and we get to kill Scizor before it does too much damage to our team. Heracross is now going to enter, and it's going to get poisoned. Oh, it might have Guts. We're just gonna have to stall Heracross for a bit here. It goes for Mega Horn. Oh, it cured itself with its Lumberry. Okay, so we're gonna go for Power Gem. Deal as much damage as we can there. We do get up another lane of Toxic Spikes. Just keep spamming Spiky Shield and click Power Gem. And we nearly KO'd it there. Now there's another Vespiquen, but this one is Terrabug. So we're just gonna keep rocking the Spiky Shield. It cured itself of its poison. Okay. Do I want to bet on being faster than a Vespiquen? I think so. Yeah. And we just reached max friendship with a Pokemon, probably Glimmora if I had to guess. Maybe one of the ones in the back. And we've been shown that the Drapion is faster than us, so I'm gonna go ahead and Spiky Shield. And we get positioned back in Tauros to get down the Intimidate. Tauros is gonna take resisted damage from the bug attacks. And even if it is faster than us this turn, we can afford to go for the Headbutt. Last but not least, it's that Vespiquen who takes massive rock damage. We have defeated our very first Elite Four member. Okay. I mean, that was pretty easy, but, like, who's left? We have to fight a Fire-type one. I really don't remember that much about the Sinnoh Elite Four, but I don't want to bother looking it up. Alright, I'm going to use the free Ether for Glimmora's Spiky Shield. And I think we're going to be good. Okay, so we're going to lead with Persian into the next Elite Four match. It'll be really good if we can get some X items since we're in, like, the lower reaches of the Elite Four. But I at least want to have X items going by wave 185 for whatever the champion is. I think I'm going to grab the Dire Hit. Okay, and the effects of our entry hazards wears off every time. And this is Bertha. And Bertha is a ground type user. We're gonna fake out the Steelix, even though it's getting sturdy, and we're gonna parting shot it out. What is my best way to deal with ground types? I mean, I guess we've got Brambleghast. And Greedilly can kinda deal with them. Is it really worth even getting up my normal rocks whenever it's all just gonna be ground types? think I'm just gonna go for the straight Giga Drain. Yeah, that's gonna do a lot. This is the Iron Tail miss. And, okay, Flygon is on the field. But what can Flygon really do to me? I think I'm just gonna go for the Stone Axe to get out the rocks. Oh, Dragon tells me out, but I get to pick whatever I go out to next. What? I sent out Persian on the first turn, and Fake Out didn't work. Okay, so I took unnecessary damage there. It seems like maybe Fake Out is bugged to not actually work on the first turn a Pokemon is out, which is good to know. We're gonna lower the Flygon's attack by a lot, and just start clicking Raging Bull into whatever takes Raging Bull. Gliscor is now on the field. Oh, this can be so hard to remove. I think Tauros is poisoned. It's gonna keep poison tailing me, and it might have Roost. This thing is gonna be really hard to remove. It's also faster than me, so even if I want to try and get the Zen Headbutt flinch, it's just not gonna work. It's even got Hardened to increase its defense. We do have a 1 in 8 chance of getting a crit right now with any of our moves, but it's gonna waste so much PP to fight this. Just gonna take the blows. If the Zen Headbutts, its attack rose, so now it actually does enough to KO Tauros, and I'd rather have it not KO Tauros. I think the smart move here is to swap in Glimmora. The Glimmora will catch 1 Toxic Debris, and who's faster, Glimmora or Tauros? Okay, Glimmora is about 50 speed points faster than Tauros, because Tauros is a speed down nature. It's kind of a risk to attack the Gliscor here. I'm gonna do it anyways. Okay, the Gliscor left. Means that it can take rocks damage whenever it comes back in and die. Do I think the Wishcash is faster than Glimmora? I don't really care to find out. Oh, it has Fissure. That's not okay. Can I get the Giga Drain, please? Going for the Fissure again, but I missed. And it has a Reviver Seed, so it can just Fissure me again. Oh, jeez. It's like a 35% chance to land the Fissure each time, or 34% chance because how levels work. I have no way to be immune to the Fissure is the problem, but I really don't want to lose my Cradily to just a one-hit blow. I think I have to risk it. Okay, you see it, that's fine for now. Out on, just trying to get Sandstream. Let's go for the Grass Knot, and everything is getting swapped right now. I am perfectly fine with everything infinitely switching because everything is taking infinite rocks damage and infinite poison damage. And now we're back to Flygon, who, I don't know how heavy it is, so I'm just going to go for the Giga Drain. Going for Dragon Rush this time, and it showed itself to be faster than me. It's a little pumped. I could get a crit here, it did not get a crit, seems like. It has a Reviver Seed, so this thing is sticking around. Missed the Dragon Rush, okay. And it missed another Dragon Rush, which means that Cradily is able to KO it with Giga Drain. Now Steelix is back on the field, and Steelix dies, okay. Now Wishcash is back on the field. And at this point, I'm fine with risking the Fissure. Okay, the Fissure doesn't hit us for the 3rd time, which is pretty lucky. And Howdon is going to re-enter the field. At this point, I'm going to use an Ether on Giga Drain anyways, so I can afford to use 1 more. Wow, that Earthquake hurt a lot. I mean, I guess it was Terra Ground, so I should have expected that. Gliscor comes back in, and Gliscor dies to the rocks. Just like that, we have defeated our 2nd Elite Four member. We have plenty of money, so we don't have to worry about healing up. Well, we have plenty of money, so we can worry about healing up our Pokemons here. And we can use 1 Ether for Cradily's Giga Drain. Okay, it looks like we're going to be starting with Glimmora for the next fight, so Glimmora can Venoshock things. Which is perfectly fine. I kind of want to get a Memory Mushroom so I can have Glimmora forget Stealth Rocks, because Stealth Rocks is not very useful right now. Since I have Rocks on Cradily, I could just get a better move on Glimmora. I think now's a good time to stack the dire hits to increase the power of our critting potential. Okay, and now we have Flint, so it's good we started with Glamora. Here we see Cinderace on the field. I think my best play is just to Power Gem. Does Cinderace have anything to hit? It does have a ground type move, doesn't it? It can go for Scorching Sands. I'm going to Spiky Shield just to see what it wants to do. Okay, it went for Bounce. That's perfectly fine with me. And the Sandstorm from last battle is still raging on. Let's go for Power Gem. And, okay, it powers me. But Glamora does have a Lump Barrier. We're just going to end up using it here. As Glamora quickly hits max level. And now we have a layer of Toxic Spikes set up. Probably faster than Armor Rouge. So I want to bet on Power Gem KOing the Armor Rouge though. Because I might need Glamora for later. I'm not really sure what takes a Psychic type move from the Armor Rouge though. Yeah, really nothing wants to take a Psychic type move from this Armor Rouge. Let me Spiky Shield just to be careful. Okay, you went for Incinerate instead, which is not the move I thought it would go for. Let's go for Power Gem. Power Gem picks up KO into Armor Rouge. We are 11 levels higher than the Armor Rouge, which is something I feel like I should have taken note of whenever I thought about using Power Gem before. Rapidash is going for Flare Blitz, and now I can go for Power Gem. Whatever Rapidash just used missed. I mean, the less damage that we take here, the better. Now we're having Infernape hit the field. We can go for Spiky Shield again. Infernape is going for Raging Fury. And it had a Lump Berry, so it was cured of its poison. Raging Fury does that much to Glamora. Glamora gets off the Power Gem into Infernape. So now we're going to see Houndoom enter. Glamora's pretty low, and I don't want to worry about having to give it a revive instead of just a max potion. So we're going to swap in Tauros here, and Tauros should be able to Raging Bull. Okay, Flareon hard swaps in. Do I think I'm faster than Flareon? Flareon can also be Guts, so I think I have to gamble on being faster than it. Okay, Tauros is faster than it and gets off the Raging Bull, which is going to knock out Flareon with a critical hit, mind you. Now Houndoom comes back in, and it looks like it got re-poisoned. Houndoom lands the Inferno. That's gonna cost a little bit of money to heal up, but it's fine. And now you have defeated the third Elite Four member. Good on Flint, though, for finally getting a team of all fire types. Alright, now we have a battle against the last Elite Four member, Lucian, who I think uses Psychic types. Let's get into it. Yeah, they use Psychic types. Alright, we're gonna lead with Persian, get in our free Fake Out. Let's go for the Assurance that does a bunch of damage, but unfortunately that just KOs Persian. Okay. We have 3 Pokemon that are weak to Psychic types, so we're gonna kind of need to get things moving rather quickly here. We get up our Stone Axe, which means we get up our Rocks. However, Bronzong is gonna be kind of a pain to deal with. Now's probably the best time to like get in Palmot here for the Steel type resist. And then let's go for the Double Shock to get off as much damage as possible into this one Mr. Mime. As Alakazam now hits the field. Okay. This might be the first battle where I have to do some purposeful sacks, because I just don't see another way out of, like, not taking a lot of damage, and we have the money to heal off taking a lot of hits, so I'm gonna go for the Nuzzle. Okay, Alakazam went for the Future Sight, but it was healed because of its Lump Berry. And it's still going for Future Sight, but I'm pretty sure Future Sight isn't implemented. God, how many Lump Berries does this thing have? It would probably help if I looked at it. Oh, okay, Palmot took the Future Sight attack, so Future Sight is actually implemented. It might not work if the Pokemon gets knocked out before it gets off its attack. Now that it's paralyzed, we can go into Bramble Gas and please land in Ceaseless Edge. Okay, we landed one of them. Go for Hex. Hex gets the knockout on Bronzong, nice. Oh, because it was a crit. Pointed Stones dig into Bruxish. Psychic Fangs comes down to Bramble Gas, does a lot. Bruxish hangs on with its Focus Band. Are you kidding me? And now it's back up to like half health. I think I'm gonna have to sack Glamora here. Okay, Glamora's gonna get wave crashed, but it at least gets up Toxic Debris, and now we can bring in Tauros, who gets off an Intimidate into this. I think I gotta gamble on Tauros being faster. Pokemon switches in, we get off the Assurance. Assurance is double damage because of the Stealth Rock's damage. As Pathra enters, as Pathra takes poison and spikes damage, and then Bruxish enters, and Bruxish tries to live on its Focus Band with Hazards, which is not how Focus Band works, but it is how it works in this game. And then Alakazam enters, and Alakazam takes damage from Hazards. And my god, that was a complete 360 flip right there. I was really worried. We're gonna need everybody max revived for this next fight. And I'll go with max potion to Bramblegast, and I don't think we need any ethers. The X-Speed would be kind of handy, we'll grab that. And then I do want to lead with Persian as my first Pokemon, so we'll go with the Fake Out and Assurance. As Clayle goes for Self-Destruct. We don't take too much damage from it though. Okay, we can get an X special attack here. I think this is the best time for us to grab an X special. Let me heal up Persian though. It might be a slight waste of cash to heal up Persian, but who knows. Okay, all of our entry hazards have worn off, and we are fighting Cynthia. Oh no! Oh jeez. Okay, we're starting with Togekiss. We can go for the Fake Out and a Togekiss. Let's go. Parting Shot. Terra Flying. What would it go for? I mean, I guess Glamora is a good matchup in the Togekiss no matter what. Let's get up the Stealth Rocks right now. Okay, Lucario Terra Steel enters. This could have Swords Dance, and if it's Swords Dance, we're in such a weird state. Let's go for the Spiky Shield. Okay, Force Palm comes out, but we don't take damage from that, but Lucario takes damage from that. Swap in Tauros, we do get Intimidate off. Very good. Let's go for the Assurance now that we have rocks up. And it's good that we Assuranced, because we get to deal more damage to a freaking Garatina! Let's go for Assurance again. It's not double damage, so it does less. Shadow Force is now being used. I feel like Tauros takes this because it has to. Go for the Assurance, get a little bit more health back. Oh, and Garatina is now palmed, which means it has an increased chance to crit the Shadow Force. Oh no. I don't think I have any... Oh wait, I have Persian. Persian's probably faster and can get off Assurance into Spiritomb. Okay, so the Garatina is theoretically dead as long as it takes the rocks. We can have Persian Parting Shot back out. And what do I want to predict the Spiritomb to use? I guess it's going to use a Dark-type move, right? Which means that going into Palm Out would be my best strategy. Then we can go for Double Shock. We take the Sucker Punch. However, Palm Out loses its fighting typing, but Spiritomb goes down. Palm Out is only a fighting type now. So as we saw before, this thing is afraid of Glamora, so let's send in Glamora. As I think we can afford to just click Power Gem. Do some damage there. We get a crit. Let's go for the Spiky Shield to do some more damage. Close Combat comes out. Oh, Close Combat lowers your stats even if you hit into a Protect. That's good to know. We're gonna have to send out Tauros, who gets Close Combated for a good bit of damage. Bullet Punch would really not be great here. Okay, the Garatina swapped in. I went for the Raging Bull. And now Togekiss has re-entered the field. Means we're gonna have Glamora come in, and Glamora's gonna take some damage. I might be low enough that the Togekiss sees KO. I'm gonna go for the Power Gem now. Okay, we get to finish off Terra Steel Lucario, which means that now my Lodic comes in. I think the best Pokemon that I have to handle in my Lodic is Bramblegast, and Bramblegast gets off the Wind Rider. So now I'm gonna go for Ceaseless Edge, which is going to set up one layer of spikes. What could the Garchomp have to hurt Bramblegast? It is Terra Dragon. I think I just click Hex to get as much damage as I can. Okay, it has Bite. And it's going to hurt us with another Bite. I think I can swap in Glamora here. Glamora barely takes the Bite, but we do get up our layer of Toxic Spikes, which is good. We're going to go for another Spiky Shield into the Garchomp's Bulldoze. Okay. I'm going to use Tauros' last bit of health to get an Intimidate down on the Garchomp. So now we can afford to send in Cradily. And Cradily can click Power Gem. Dragon Rush misses. And Garchomp just got pumped and ate another Citrus Berry and now has a special attack increase. It keeps missing Dragon Rush, which is good. Mylord comes out. Mylord's gonna take a bunch of damage. Garchomp is like functionally dead because of all the hazards that we have up right now. Let's go for Giga Drain. Hydro Pulse misses. We're getting very lucky right now with the misses. Okay, Togekiss re-enters the field. I think I'm just gonna put Power Gem into it. Yeah, Togekiss could have gone for Air Slash, but decided to go for Double Edge for some reason. And now Garchomp hits the field, and Garchomp is taken down by the hazards, and just like that, we have defeated our very first champion in PokéRogue, and received quite a bit of cash for that too. Nice chunk of change right there. Oh, we don't even have to heal after that fight, so now we're just on to the paradoxes. Our level cap has been increased to 200. I'm honestly not sure what to do right now. I don't have a lot of Pokemon that are great into these two. I can like Giga Drain and Pick Out here. Okay, they are a lot lower level than us. We also can't catch these Pokemon, I know that from previous streams. Okay, does the Slash Hex combo pick up KO in Iron Valiant? It does. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, it's time for us to start stacking up those X items, I think. So, let's get our X defense. And we have Iron Leaves here. We don't really fear the Iron Leaves, so I'm gonna get up 2 Ceaseless Edges, it looks like. Ice Slash does kind of stink, but at least we have 2 levels of hazards up now. Ooh, we can afford to get a Biting Terra here. Or we could get a Dire Hit. Either one of those would be pretty good. I don't know if you can hear in my voice, but I'm like legitimately shaking right now. I did not expect this run to go as far as it has. I'm gonna play it safe and I'm gonna go with the Dire Hit. Okay, we're gonna see another Iron Valiant hit the field. I'm not really sure what my best thing for getting rid of an Iron Valiant is, so I'm just gonna Hex it twice. Okay. We're gonna take some Moonblast damage. I could Giga Drain there to get a tiny bit of health back, but I think I'm just gonna heal Bramblegast after this anyways. X Speeds are very useful, let's take that. Who's our best Pokemon to deal with a Flutter Mane? I think it would be Cradily, and let's go for the Stone Axe. We're gonna see Wish come out, but as long as we're getting off our Stone Axes into Flutter Mane's weak defense stat, we're doing pretty good. We're gonna start with Cradily into the next fight, and they do start with Swampert, which is not preferred. Oh, I really wish I could have started with Persian here. Even with all these great items on the field, I think I'm gonna re-roll once. X accuracy, is that worth it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go X accuracy. Here we go. So it's just us again. You know, I keep going around and around in my head. There's something to all this. Why everything seems so strange now. You have your dream, and I have this ambition in me. I just can't help but feel there's a greater purpose to all this. To what we're doing, you and I. I think I'm supposed to push you to your limits. I'm not sure if I've been doing a good job at that, but I've tried my best up to now. It's something about this strange and dreadful place. Everything seems so clear. This is all the world's known for a long time now. It's like I can barely remember the memories we cherished together. Were they even real? They seem so far away now. You need to keep pushing, because if you don't, it will never end. You're the only one who can do this. I don't know what all this means, but I feel it's true. If you can't defeat me here and now, you won't stand a chance. Rival Ivy would like to battle. Alright, we're gonna start into Terra Water Swampert. And man, oh man, do I wish my Cradily was Storm Drain. Do I think it's going to switch, or should I go for the Stone Axe? I mean, I could see a lot of neutral damage with whatever water type move it's about to throw at me. And I need Cradily for later. So I think I hard swap in Bramblegast. Okay, they hard swap Carnivine. We really need to get up our hazards, but Carnivine probably has Crunch, is the thing. So do I feel like letting Bramblegast take damage just to get up one Ceaseless Edge, possibly? I think the answer is no right now. Okay, they, like, heavy predicted me there. I should have just gone for the Ceaseless Edge. Yeah, so this is Mega Rayquaza. And we have to swap in Glimmora here, I think. Okay, we see Fly come out. The wind blows intensely. Let's go for a Spiky Shield to protect against Fly for one turn. I'm expecting it to leave, so I'm going to get up Stealth Rocks. Yeah, Swampert returns to the field. Send in Bramble Gas. I see Muddy Water come out. Doesn't do too much. The wind is blowing relentlessly, which I was kind of hoping would activate Bramble Gas Wind Rider, but it seems to not be doing that. Let's get up our Ceaseless. Okay, Baxcalibur is the one who comes in now. Okay, we're gonna have to have Bramble Gas swap out for Tauros, as Tauros catches the Icicle Crash. And then we can predict the switch again by using Assurance. Okay, they did not switch, they just decided to go for another Icicle Crash, which is perfectly fine by me. Let's go for the Raging Bull, and that's going to pick up KO into Baxcalibur. Everybody gets a bunch of levels for defeating the Baxcalibur. Very epic. Okay, we're going to see Rayquaza turn to the field and take some rocks damage, which means that it's time for us to swap in Glimmora. Rayquaza goes for Fly again. We're going to go for the Spiky Shield. Rayquaza catches the Spiky Shield. And I think it's fine for me to go for Power Gem here, because it is neutral into Rayquaza, but it's also neutral into Swampert, as Swampert catches the neutral hit with its health bar. I think it's a good time for us to swap back into Bramble Gas, and the Muddy Water's not very effective, but it does decrease accuracy. We're going to go for the Ceaseless Edge, as we see Blissey hit the field, and we do a lot of damage with our Ceaseless into Blissey because of its low defense stat. And even with our accuracy drop, I think it's fine for us to just go for another Ceaseless. Yeah, Blissey can't really touch us, it seems like. The wind is blowing relentlessly. Rayquaza re-enters the field. So yet again, we're going to go to Glimmora, and we're going to bait the Fly. We're going to go for the Spiky Shield. Rayquaza's going to restore some health. We can go for the neutral Power Gem again. Swampert takes a lot of damage from spikes. Let's swap back into Bramble Gas, and we're going to have to take the Muddy Water, which does a bit, but I think we're faster than Swampert, or at least I have to gamble on being faster than Swampert, probably. Let's go for the Giga Drain. Giga Drain comes out, and it is going to defeat Swampert. Rayquaza returns to the field. We can go out into Glimmora, as it tries to go for Fly again. We can get our Spiky Shield. We still have 6 Spiky Shields left after this one, which should be more than enough to deal enough damage into Rayquaza. Let's go for the Power Gem, which is neutral. Fly comes out again. We can go for the Spiky Shield. A bunch of Rayquaza's stats just rose. Tripled in attack right now. We go for the Power Gem, where we're faster than Mega Rayquaza, probably because of our X speed that we have. And Glimmora has now become our first level 200 Pokemon. We're going to see Carnivine re-enter onto the field. And I'm perfectly fine with going for Venoshock. Okay, Venoshock connects and picks up the KO. I don't really see why Venoshock would not have connected, but it's good to know that it does. Let's go for Power Gem into Kilowattrel. That does enough to bring it down to its last bar. It gets healed back up by a Citrus Berry. Hopefully discharges Imparaby. It doesn't. And Glimmora gets off the Power Gem into Kilowattrel. And just like that, we have defeated Rival Ivy on Wave 195. I think I have fulfilled my purpose. Promise me, after you heal the world, please, come home safe. Thank you. Wow. Ooh, Fairy Terra Shards. Okay, so let's heal up the squad a bit here. I think I'm just going to need 2 max potions for both of our guys. And who can make the best use out of Fairy Terra Shards? Okay, hear me out. I think the best use for our Fairy Terra here is Glimmora, because it will negate one of Glimmora's quad weaknesses, but it also makes us immune to, we're still weak to Steel, but we can kind of deal with poison with everything else that we have on our team. And we have 2 fighting types. And those obviously can't be weak to Steel, because we need
to counter that. So I think I'm going to turn Glamora into a fairy type. And it's a good thing I did, because now we have Roaring Moon on the field. Let's deal with the Roaring Moon by swapping in Tauros, who admittedly could use some more health. Maybe to use some Raging Bull and our Shell Bell. And a critical hit, that helps out a lot. X defense I think is definitely a pickup here. Seeing Iron Valiant for the third time I think here. We're gonna swap in Pooh. And I guess Brambleghast is like one of my best options. I don't think I'll be swapping Persian. Let's go for the Giga Drain and the Fake Out. And, shucks, there goes Persian. Okay, well at least the defense was dropped on Iron Valiant, so now I can send in Palmot. And the combination of Giga Drain and Double Shock should get the KOs that I need. Alright, there we go. Shell Bell is usually a pretty good item to grab, but I'm gonna do a little bit of game advancement knowledge that I know what the last stage does. So I'm going to re-roll my luck this round. And I don't really see anything that I want here either. We have enough money that we could do a bunch of re-rolls and probably still be fine. So I'm going to re-roll again. And here we get a Protein. I think I'm going to give the Protein to Tauros. Give Iron Thorns hitting the field. Let's swap in Tauros. There you go for a Raging Bull. That will cleanly KO Iron Thorns. This is where I want to pick up an X attack. I don't know how much attack boosting I actually need. I mostly want defensive tools, I think. I want to take a look at everybody's PP. How are we doing? I think we're doing pretty good. Let's see. Can I roll a memory here? We definitely don't want to grab a rare candy, because the game doesn't ever tell you this, but you shouldn't be over level 200 when fighting Eternatus, for reasons that I've heard before. Let's go ahead and reroll again. Ooh, Ice Punch is good. We can put Ice Punch on Palmot. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. We're going to teach Palmot Ice Punch instead of Double Shock. We really don't need Double Shock. Let's do that. Where we're going, we don't need Double Shock. Let's swap in Brambleghast. Unfortunately, Brambleghast is kind of going to be the first Pokemon to deal with the next stage, but that's fine. Sandy Shocks misses the Zap Cannon. And now this is the turn where we have to do something a little strange. I'm going to take all the Lumberries and transfer them to Persian. As well as Tauros' Shell Bell, we're also going to give to Persian. And Glamora doesn't have anything, so that's fine. So I put a lot of items onto... Should we give the Enigma Berry? Yeah, we should give the Enigma Berry to Persian, I think, as well. So I've given Persian a lot of items here, and that is because Persian is probably not going to see very much of the next fight. Oh, even the Focus Band, I think, should go to Persian. But Persian, ideally, is not going to see very much of the next fight. Let me give some of the... Actually, I'm going to hold on to some of the garbage items. We did pick up a Fairy Feather randomly with pickup, so in case we ever have to go into Persian, we have at least a slight chance. We're going to use the Super Potion to fully heal up Tauros. And, okay, the Zinc is probably the best thing for us to grab here, but who do I want to give the Zinc to is the question. Or we could reroll and try and get an Expedef. An Expedef would be the best thing that we could get. We have enough money. I think I'm going to roll until we get something really, really good, but I might regret not taking... I think I'm going to regret not taking that. Yeah, I think I'm going to... Ooh, Mud Slap, though. Mud Slap can come in clutch here. Actually, wait, hold on. Who learns Mud Slap? Okay, just Persian and Cradily. Cradily doesn't need... Yeah, I think this is what we do. I think we teach Cradily Mud Slap over Stone Axe. Or rather, over Grass Knot, probably. Yeah, we teach it over Grass Knot. All of our hazards have worn off. As now we are up against Eternatus, who has appeared. It appears the time has finally come once again. You know why you have come here, do you not? You were drawn here because you have been here before, countless times. Though perhaps it can be counted. To be precise, this is in fact your 5,643,853rd cycle. Each cycle, your mind reverts to its former state. Even so, somehow, remnants of your former selves remain. Until now, you have yet to succeed, but I sense a different presence in you this time. You are the only one here, though it is as if there is another. Will you finally prove a formidable challenge to me? A challenge I have longed for millennia. We begin. Okay, it gives me the option to switch Pokemon. We're gonna switch out Persian here. We go for the fake out first turn. Getting some slash damage. Okay, that is just Oko's Persian. Oh, it was a critical hit. That's probably why. Okay. So I guess we're not using Persian for the rest of this fight, which is fine, but it's a little not great. Let's send out Tauros. And we're gonna start going for Zen Headbutts as it goes for its cosmic powers. And we miss our Zen Headbutts? Oh my gosh, Sludge Bomb does so much. How does it do that much? It's also faster than us. Eternabeam comes out. Okay, well now it has to spend a turn recharging. So on the recharge turn, who do I send out? I guess we go out into Palmont. Let's go for the Nuzzle, which will make it slow. We go for Ice Punch. It's an attack boost. It one-shots Palmont. That is insane. How does it do so much? We're going to send in Terra Fairy Glamora. We're going to click Power Gem. So Glamora gets wrecked by the fairy, but there's not much else that I could do there. Send in Bramblegas, I guess, to go for Hex. I see. The presence I felt was indeed real. It appears I no longer need to hold back. Do not disappoint me. Okay. Bramblegas Golden Punch was stolen by Eternatus. We're gonna go for Infestation and Mud Slap. Dynamax Cannon comes out. It does a lot. But with the accuracy drop, there's still a chance. We can hit it with enough damage. Flamethrower comes out. We can just get off enough damage fast enough. Brambleghast is now down. Our only out here is really just a Mud Slap. Dynamax Cannon misses. Cross Poison is able to land and deals a critical hit. That's really stinks. And now there's no PP left for Mud Slap because of pressure. Which means I have to start going for Power Gem. We have 9 Power Gems functionally. I think I'm going to start going for Giga Drains just to get what... Oh, that's so little health. Dynamax Cannon lands, and it's going to KO Cradily. Oh my gosh, that first stage did so much of our Pokemon's health. I didn't have any way to stop it. I mean, I guess I could have led with Palmont, but even then, Palmont would have just gotten obliterated by, like, a Eternabeam, and we wouldn't have gotten the Nuzzle off. It was even faster than Persian, too. It was so fast. That's crazy. Well, I didn't expect this run to go all the way to the end, which, I mean, it did, so I'm glad that it did, but to lose on the very last leg like that, after feeling pretty prepared and feeling super good, sweeping the rest of the game, it stings. It really stings. Oh, man. But, I mean, I guess that's where I gotta end it. We gotta prepare for another run for the next round, and hopefully, well, we got some candies at least. Let's see. Did we get enough candies to warrant unlocking something on something? Okay, so the passive on Lil Leap is Water Absorb, which is not that good, since its other ability other than Suction Cups is Storm Train, so we could just get Storm Train instead. But nah, if Lil Leap doesn't have enough candy to unlock something, I don't think we have enough candy to unlock something this run through. But I will keep training off camera in the daily runs and getting more stuff, and that was a good run. I liked it a lot. It got much farther, as I said before, it got much farther than I thought it would, just for kind of picking some random Pokemon. Now that I know a little bit more about how to deal with Eternatus, I think we'll definitely come back stronger next time. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, maybe consider leaving a like on the video and even consider subscribing, because both of those things would help me out an absolute tonnage. We're so close to 1K right now that it's crazy. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much.